Week 9 electric football. Stu, Luke, Steve, let me tell you, that stupid You Got Moss segment they do on TV, dumbest thing I've ever, it's Randy Moss saying it. He's saying, I'm so great that I named my own segment after myself.
I don't watch pregame stuff.
Right, so you got paced. That's how we feel about it. 49ers, Cards. Go ahead, Stu.
Voracious D will totally smother the Cardinals. Cardinals get Kenyon Drake from the Dolphins because every one of their running backs is dying on the field. He'll have a few days to learn the offense. It won't matter. These 49ers are just absolutely ridiculous. They're breaking records now with the offense. They've just got the total package. It's unreal.
Good D, run first offense, no mistakes out of Jimmy G, and Nick Bosa living up to his draft spot. I mean, 3 sacks and interception. And I love when defensive linemen get an interception and they just take the guy next to him like this, trying to tackle him, and just like, get off me! I'm running. Luke, who do you like, 49ers or the Cardinals?
I vote 49ers.
All right, Texans, Jag. J.J. Watt goes down, and there are guys you just really want, if they could have stayed healthy their whole career, you'd love to see where they ended up statistically, at least I would. But it looks like J.J.'s best days are behind him.
You think he's done?
I don't think he's done, but I think he's done being a top-level top-level sacker because of all the injuries. So he's had back problems. He's got a torn pec, which is not an easy thing to come back from. Just the wear and tear on these guys is remarkable. If you look at Watt's peak seasons with the 20 plus sacks, he could have been right up there with Reggie White and Bruce Smith on the all-time list. One of the most important abilities, durability.
Exactly.
And it's not like the guy doesn't train his ass off, because if you've ever seen his training routines, it's killer. And it's not like he's not dedicated to football. He's one of those, I don't date because I want to be the best football player I could ever be.
Start smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. And
the old time.
Like the old time.
Dick Butkus style. So that's a blow to the Texans, but I still think Deshaun Watson is playing at an amazing level, and I still think the Texans have enough to take it to the Jags here. I'm going Texans.
I'm going to take the Jags at home. A couple reasons why. They've been very consistent in the running game, specifically Leonard Fournette. Gets chunks of yards at a time. He can keep the Texans off the field. Deshaun Watson's cranky ankle, I haven't heard anything that it's serious or not, but it looked like it hurt a lot. Just the way that the guy was landing on his ankle as he was throwing the ball, which was an incredible play, by the way. I don't know. I'm just supposing he's a little dinged up and taking the Jags.
It's a close game. I almost went that way, too. They're using Fournette better in the passing game than I remember them doing, too. So they're getting him the ball. Luke, Texans or Jags?
Texans.
There we go. Bears, Eagles. Matt Nagy's getting ripped for kneeling before Pinheiro misses the kick. A lot of coaches making a lot of late-game questionable decisions last week. And, it's a 41-yard kick. Should Pinheiro be able to make it? Yes, but these are the Bears, the double doink Bears.
Well, you have 45 seconds left in the game. Run another play.
I'm with you. His theory was, I'm not going to do a pass because bad things can happen, and what if there's a fumble or we lose yardage? I'm with you. I would prefer to go down. If I'm a coach, I'm going down swinging.
Absolutely.
I'm going for it. I'm pushing forward. And if one of my guys screws up on that play, well, at least he's the one getting ripped for it. Now, if you call a double reverse when you need 2 yards,
right.
But, a dive off the left tackle, my God. Eagles played well against the Bills. I had a really good week last week. If you go back, I think I only missed 2 games. I think they're going to be able to keep Trubisky from making plays with his legs and force him to try to make plays with his arms. I don't think he can do it. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, you know what? The Eagles have found some footing of late. I've given up on the Bears' defense. I picked them in fantasy because I thought they'd just be brilliant.
They were brilliant against the Vikes.
Yeah, but they're mediocre over the season. And the Eagles really are coming on now. They've got a chance to really stay in the pack for the playoff hunt. I think the Bears are done. Trubisky's not the answer. I think they're looking for a quarterback. Sorry, brother.
Don't cry, buddy.
I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm not going to cry.
Who are you taking?
Trubisky stays in.
Bears or Eagles?
Bears.
Of course he's going Bears. Take that, Harrison.
Cole. Yeah, take that, Dad.
Well, yeah, that's not really Colts Steelers. Stu, you want to? Oh, you're drinking. Colts did just enough to win. So did the Steelers. The loss of James Conner, who I always want to call John Connor from the Terminator stuff. Does anyone else do that? I do.
No.
I wrote down John Connor. I'm like,
No,
where
I know the
hell do
difference
get
between
that?
real life and movies.
I sometimes don't. It was good to see Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed quarterback, get back out there and lead his team over your team, who almost accidentally won. But Steelers on a short week. They did give up 2 early touchdowns to the Dolphins. I'm going ponies. I'm going Colts.
Wow, and I am as well, because I think they can keep the turnovers to a minimum. Brissett, he's not Lamar Jackson, but he doesn't have to be, because their running game is very good. The Steelers are weak.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat us. Whoop-de-doo. You had to come back from 14 down on a Dolphins team that literally had to then run plays that we wouldn't run because you were winning.
Well, the all-out blitz.
We're sending everyone and we're leaving 5 guys open. What in the hell? I think this smells like a Colts win. I think it's a 1 or 2 point game, but I think the Colts can win this.
Plus, there was a great, I don't know if you guys have, go check it YouTube, maybe you can find it. James Washington's block at the end zone on Juju Smith's touchdown pass, he just took out a Dolphin. I'm not
I don't
sure
know who they are because they just signed those guys yesterday.
It looked like a practice squad
Swear
player.
to God.
Let me tell you, he got trucked in the end zone. So he's sitting in film today like, oh, don't show that play. Luke, we got Colts versus Steelers. Who do you like?
Hate to say this, guys, but Steelers.
All right. Jets, Dolphins. Go, Stu.
Well, I'll take this because now McNagin, no, the owner of the Jets, Woody Johnson or Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson. Well, the Johnsons.
Was
Chris
accidentally videotaped with a fan interaction saying, gee, I hope the team shows up today. They didn't show up that day. However, this is the guy that selected Adam Gase from the Miami Dolphins. This is of his own doing. The New York papers, if you're not from around here, it's just hilarious.
Oh, it's brutal.
As a Dolphin fan in Jetland, it's brilliant. There's ghosts. Darnold seeing ghosts. The only thing that's ghostly is the ghosts of games past that were good between these teams. This is going to be a sloppy mess. The 2 most inept teams in the league. Finns will play for 30 minutes, and then they'll come up with plays to give the Jets the game. Trade talk of Le'Veon Bell, which didn't happen. Jamal Adams, which didn't happen. Miami took
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson. They did get rid of Leonard Williams to the Giants, so he has to walk across the field to the other.
He doesn't even have to change his locker.
Yeah, really. I think the Jets just are going to win because when they shouldn't beat us is when they beat us, so I'm taking the Jets.
Dolphins ship out Kenyon Drake. They're now critically endangered because there's so few Dolphins actually that can play football.
Yeah, really.
But I think Fitz the Beard pulls this one out. I think the Dolphins actually are showing spunk, whereas the Jets are not. I think the Jets' locker room is disintegrating under Adam
Googly eyes.
Gaze. I think the weird relationship between the Dolphins and the Jets, who seem to forget they're in the same division and they trade GMs and coaches and players, I think it's just weird. But I'm taking the Finns.
All right, wow.
Luke.
Accidentally
win
for my
one.
boy Stu here.
There we
You're
go.
Both going to be so disappointed.
Vikes, Chiefs. Chiefs are calling Mahomes' chance to play this week a fluid situation, outside possibility, which means he will show up. And if he does show up, I like them to beat the Vikings. If he does not show up, I think the Vikings can put enough pressure on Matt Moore, who has played well. Thielen will be back for the Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings unless Mahomes is on the field.
I just don't see how you bring Mahomes back here. I mean,
Oh, it'd be crazy.
it's
But they'll do
critical to your season. You're falling behind.
Oh, you're saying you don't see... I'm sorry. You
I-
think they will bring him back?
I think they will stupidly.
Okay.
I don't think you should.
I agree.
But they feel that their season is crumbling around them. They need Mahomes. It's Matt Moore. We've seen Matt Moore on how many teams? Him and Fitzpatrick. I think they've thrown a touchdown on every other team in their time in the
I think
league.
they threw a touchdown to each other once.
I agree with you. If Mahomes plays, I lean Chiefs. But you know what? Even if he comes back, he's going to be semi-injured. In my opinion, his knee's not going to be great. You can tee off on him. He's not going to be able to do the crazy running. I'm taking the Vikings all the way.
Luke, why are you taking the Vikings?
Forget it. I despise those Vikings. Boo!
So you're taking the Chiefs?
Yeah,
All right.
I hate the Vikings. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
And a tear rolls down my face. Titans, Panthers. We've got Kyle Allen versus Ryan Tannehill, not Cam Newton versus Marcus Mariota. But quite frankly, Allen and Tannehill have outplayed Mariota and Newton.
Tannehill had 2 drives for like 20 yards. Don't get excited.
That's all they needed. I'm not saying they've. Allen has played great. He had his first interception in 170 some odd passes or something like that. Then he threw 2 more because I kind of like throwing
Yeah,
these
these are great.
But I do think Titans have a good D. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. But I think the Panthers have the weapons, and I don't think the Titans have the pass rush to rattle Allen the way that San Francisco did. I'm going Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, other than Cam Wake, I can't name another lineman on the Titans, and the only reason I know Cam Wake's there because I'm a Dolphin fan. But I think McCaffrey can really exploit this Titans. This guy's just one of my favorite players to watch, and naturally we'll get like the Giants, or the Giants playing? No, they're Monday night, so we might actually see this game in the New York area. We get 2 games a freaking week. This probably won't be one of them. Yeah, I think Kyle Allen can just do enough with McCaffrey to beat this Titans defense.
Titans or Panthers, Luke?
Titans.
Okay. Washington against the Bills. Very low-scoring game. I'm taking the Bills just on defense. Washington actually has a legit chance of pulling a Cardinals and having to draft a quarterback in the first round 2 weeks in a row, because what the hell is Dwayne Haskins doing in practice that is telling them, hey, you know what? Rolling Case Keenum out is a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, honest to God, if you're not developing Haskins for the future, I've said this last week, probably the week before, then what the hell are you doing? You're not making the playoffs.
I think they were forced to take him and probably didn't want to take him last year, and now they're getting what they expected, which was not a lot.
Yeah, neither coach has shown any confidence in him. It's not like they're going to keep Callahan around. I mean, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Washington, they're a mess. The lineman Williams, they're just a mess.
Yep.
And I honestly think they're going to beat the Dolphins out for the first pick. I think
Miami will not have the first pick.
I think they
guarantee
might. They do as of right now, but I don't think they will at the end of the year.
Well, we have to play Cincinnati in like 4 weeks, and they just benched Andy Dalton.
There you go. So I'm taking the Bills.
That's not.
I think Washington's best chance is to continue losing.
Yeah, AP's not going to be able to run against the Bills. The Bills got embarrassed at home in Philly. They're home again, 2nd week in a row. The Eagles are a resurging team. The Redskins are not. You will take the Bills, and you will listen to us.
Washington or the Bills, Luke?
Bills.
Yeah, good pick, buddy. Tampa, Seattle. Winston has been sacked the second most in the NFL at 28 times. He's got 8 fumbles and 12 INTs. Bruce Arians just cannot get a clean game out of this guy. If they played a clean game, they'd win a lot.
Yeah.
But Winston holds on to the ball, trying to make a big play when there's too much pressure. I've watched him back into a charging defensive end one time too many as he's trying to extend the play. And whoa, there goes the ball. What a surprise. You can sit there and you can count Winston, 7, 8, you're going down, 9, get rid of it. It's hard to watch a guy keep making the same mistakes. So I like the ball-hawking Seahawks to win this game.
Yeah, no one out here is talking about the Seahawks.
They're
but they're
really
6-2. And I forgot about it because they get barely any coverage on television out here. Unless you're watching the Red Zone, you're never seeing the Seahawks around here. And number 2 is, the West Coast Division, you don't hear a lot about out here anyway. But all we talk about is Danny.
But you do with the Rams and the 49ers. You're right. You're making an excellent point. Stewart is making an excellent point.
I'm trying very
I'm so
hard to.
proud of him.
And, so they're quietly winning while the Bucks hit the road for the 2nd week in a row. They're not going to win up there. No way. Take the Hawks.
Tampa or Seattle?
Tampa.
There we go. It goes against everything we just said.
Nothing.
Lions at the Raiders, and these are 2 similar teams
Yeah.
fighting for relevance. The Lions are 3-3-1. The Raiders are 3-4 on a 2-game losing streak. But hey, that little Hunter Renfrow, 65-yard. pulled the leg out and went for 65 for his first NFL touchdown. Go Hunter! Go Hunter! Go Renfro!
Go Hunter!
There we go.
What's Hana?
Hunter Renfro.
What is Hana?
Hunter.
Oh,
But you got to say it cool
Hunter.
style.
Don't you understand English?
I'm sorry. Go Hunter. Proceed Hunter.
thank you. Hearing aid issues.
There we go.
Oh,
So Lions have scored more, given up less points, and I like the Lions wide receivers. Detroit is dead last against the pass, but the Raiders are 30th against the pass. Taking the better Lions wide receivers, taking the Lions in this game.
Yeah, both teams can throw for a ton, and neither can stop the pass.
Exactly.
So Josh Jacobs is averaging 5 yards a carry for the Raiders.
Stewart making another excellent. God damn! If
I'm
you're not watching this man speak about football, you're missing
crazy.
out.
So if the Raiders, who are playing better lately, and I've forgotten how I've picked them all season. I probably picked them to lose. But if they can do the one thing the Lions can't do, which is ground control to Major Tom, I think they can win this game. They're home. I think the Lions are done. I am taking the Raiders.
All right, Luke, break the pick here. Your dad picked the Lions.
And
This
some
guy,
stranger,
whoever he is, picked the Raiders. Who you picking?
why should I listen to a Vikings fan? Raiders.
Raiders.
Oh yeah. Oh, bring it home.
Packers, Chargers. Packers getting great production out of their running backs, both running and in the pass game. Makes them a really, really scary team. Imagine if they had a healthy Devontae Adams and his turf toe was okay. Oh, wait a minute. They're gonna. Adams is expected to play. There is no way the Chargers stay in this game. Packers.
The Bolts fire their offensive coordinator, and that's not the problem. The problem is Aaron Rodgers is simply having one of the best years of his career, and he's just torturing other teams. San Diego, I mean, are they saying no? Los
It's
Angeles.
hard to.
So they're always going to be San
Pro
Diego
announcers
here.
do that.
Yeah.
They should move back to San Diego. Damn it.
Yeah, I think Rodgers buzzsaws through this Chargers team. I don't even think this is close. I am taking the Packers, even on the road.
Pack or Chargers, Luke?
Packers.
Yeah, that's an
Attaboy.
easy
Good-
pick.
Good call.
Pats at Ravens game of the week. Stu, you want to start out on this one?
Cleveland rocks, but the Browns do not. There is so much tension on this team. OBJ, Landry.
Oh, wait. I screwed up. I'm sorry, because I was wondering why he was talking about OBJ. Browns at Broncos. I
What did
skipped
you
it.
say?
I said Pats at Ravens.
Oh,
Browns at Broncos. Stu, you want to take this game?
I'm not going to start over because what I said was written down, and now it sounds stupid. But anyway, Flacco's mad at the play calling for. There's so much drama in this game that you just want to watch it because you want to see what happens. Both of these teams are imploding. I think it'll be fun to watch. I'm taking the Broncos because you can't breathe in Denver.
Fangio and Kitchens both got ripped for late game cowardice, and all of a sudden they're like, "Okay, Joe, you're gonna rip us. Time to sit down."
Yep.
So Brandon Allen is starting for the Broncos, and I doubt, it's doubtful if OBJ is going to be giving any special goat hair shoes.
Yeah.
What the hell is up with that? Honestly,
We were talking of trading him.
he said it earlier about, like, let's go back to the Dick Butkus, like, smoke a cigar, eat a raw steak, drink a martini, and go tackle
Show
some
up
guy.
drunk.
What happened to, like, not liking your opponents? He's going up to Tom Brady like, I've got a present for you, Tom. I did that to girls I was interested when I was in Luke's age, and they laughed at me. But I like the Browns in this game. I still can't get over the Broncos have a good D. Browns have a lot of talent that hasn't been maximized yet. Don't ask me why, but I think the Browns will rally around Kitchens. I'm not sure the Broncos will do so around
Chubb will
Fangio.
give Frapp a couple fumbles again. It's probably
I
going to
know,
snow in Denver.
That is the key. Can Chubb? I mean, great. Like, well, the three in a row. Like
65
when
yards.
when Mayfield went, here you go, Lawrence guy, you scare me. Please don't hurt me.
That was literally the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's up there with the butt fumble as one
It
of the
really
worst
is
plays.
just a terrible. How does that happen?
But I do think, and now like you got Mayfield doing commercials, but now those guys are like, what were we thinking? Like
I do like the commercials.
they're actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
They're not bad. But He is not playing up to commercial level quarterback. Let's be realistic. I'm taking the Browns. Woo.
Browns is our last name.
Last name pick only. Pats at Ravens. I did this game earlier. I'm going to do it again.
All right.
Game of the week. Stewart's so excited he's coughing up a lung. Ravens are 5-2 on a 3-game winning streak coming off the bye. It's easy to forget how good a team the Ravens are right now. But how do you attack this Pats D that has given up 61 points? Or excuse me, the Pats have given up 61 points in 8 games.
Right.
The 1985 Bears had given up 69 points after week 4. The 2000 Ravens had given up 89 points by week 8. The Pats D, the no-name Pats D, is playing on a level unseen through 8 games. They are amazing. So Belichick is going to be asked to do 2 things. Bottle up Lamar Jackson, keep him in the pocket, and stop Mark Andrews from catching passes as a tight end. I think Belichick can do that with this defense. I think the Pats win easy.
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens statistically, they have the better offense, rushing, passing, and everything. But this isn't Tom Brady's team anymore. This is the defense's team. This is Belichick at his best. He has guys that are always, and I've been saying this probably since 2000 when we started doing this. He was probably coach back then, or it seems like it, because I've been dying for 20 years. There's always a guy in the right place. Who threw the pass the other day literally into the defensive lineman's hands? Mayfield.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they don't drop it. That's the difference. Any other team's defense, the guy goes blah, 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 and drops the ball. Not the Patriots. They see a little brown thing in the air, and they grab it, and they hold on to it. They are in the right place at the right time. I would love to see a Ravens win. This is a game the Patriots can lose, but I don't think they do.
Luke, Ravens, Patriots.
Patriots, because for some reason Tim has not chosen to come here again. I bet he's dating his own daughter.
What? No, Luke.
That's
no,
a little
Luke.
creepy.
So we do miss Tim, and we are going Pats across the board
Stu?
while
Are you
Stewart
drunk?
dies.
I've been fighting a cold for a week.
Heimlich maneuver.
Oh,
Cowboys, Giants, and the
Ugh.
Giants pull off the first ever Giants-Jets trade. First ever. I did not realize that. There was one before.
really?
Yeah, there was one before, but it got canceled for some reason. It got, voided.
wow.
I know. It was.
I did not know that.
It was surprising. As of right now, I do not know Sterling Shepard's status for the game. That might make a difference. I am very impressed by Daniel Jones. I really am. I don't know how you feel about it. You can talk about it in a second. But his accuracy has been impressive, and he's played well for a rookie quarterback with not a great offensive line in front of him. I know you're doing the face. Stewart face.
Who is this person
But I
I
got-
sit next to?
I got to tell you, I'm impressed with what Daniel Jones has done on a not-so-great team. In a tough market, too. You know what I mean? But this one may actually come down to Saquon Barkley versus Zeke Elliott. The Giants are trying to shore up their defensive line, but I think the Cowboys' offensive line is going to road grade the Giants' defensive line. And they need to, because right now, Cooper, Cobb, and Gallup are all dinged up. They're either not practicing or limited practice. So it's going to come down to who wins in the trenches. And if I go on the history of these two teams, I got to like the Cowboys in this one.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It's a divisional game. It's Monday night. It's in the Meadowlands. Typically, it doesn't matter the status of either team. They play each other hard. It's usually a crapshoot of who to take. But I think this is two very different teams right now. I'm not saying the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys are playoff caliber. I don't think they've really beaten anybody this year
No.
that I'm going to go.
And they lost to the Jets.
Yeah, honestly, the Jets only win. I forgot about that.
Good moment for Sid.
That kills me.
He's a happy man.
That's
right
who
now.
they beat. Miami plays when they get smoked. But Shermer couldn't coach this team out of the Lincoln Tunnel, let alone the Stadium Tunnel. The guy just seems totally lost to me. He's got a decent group of guys. Yes, his offensive line is weak, and his defense
His defense is weak.
is very weak.
Yeah.
But that's where coaches coach guys up. I mean, if Belichick had the Giants, they'd be winning 7 or 8 games. This is not an NFL coach, in my opinion. I don't know he got the job.
Ah, it's Viking. We
but-
like Pat.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I think the Cowboys are just a superior team compared to them. But it'll be fun to watch Zeke and Barkley on the same night.
Yeah, 2 of the best running
Oh
backs.
yeah, it's a joy to watch.
Luke, Cowboys, Giants, give it to us and close us out, buddy.
Cowboys, because I'm at war with this stupid Vikings fan right here.
Boy, he's just, wow, bitter. All right, that's week 9. We'll see you next week when we try to pick even worse choices.
He's just a teenage waste boy.
I'm on cold medicine for a week.
No,
I'm
I mean
sorry.
him.
Oh, him.
What, me?
Yeah,
Oh.
you're just a teenage wastehead or whatever the hell that song is.
Peace
All right,
out,
and drink the
Browns
Brats
out.
Weed us, baby. Weed us.